February 27th, 2014. Dear E, the snow is building up in drifts faster than the plows can push it aside. The world beyond my window is smothered in ice, and snow is maliciously transforming the landscape into a disorienting white void. The wind has been building all day, and I hear its low howl from the edge of my bed, where I sit with downy blankets and oversized pillows around me. On the floor near my feet, there is a pile of used Kleenex. Damp and crumpled, the used tissues surround the overflowing trash bin. Crying for hours has left me too exhausted to clean up around the house. Plates are stacked in the sink with cake crumbs and frosting stuck to the sides. The only thing we put away today was the matches. They are tucked into their place in the back of the highest cupboard. Did you see the cake before it was gone? I hope so. I thought today would be okay. I didn't expect to feel so raw and broken, and yet here I sit, rooted to the place where I spent so many sleepless nights. I thought that writing you a letter would ease the pain. Like an addict who knows that one hit will make life bearable, I grabbed my notebook and pen to lay my thoughts down for you, and now I am lost. What can I say? 6 months? Has time moved quickly for you? For me, the past 6 months have flown by with alarming speed. I know that I said I wouldn't write anymore, but since your birthday was today, I can't stop thinking about you. I thought picking up our notebook and rereading my old letters to you would ease the pain, take me back to the place where thoughts of you only brought a smile to my face, no heavy sadness or grief. Even though I don't write anymore, I want you to know that I think about you every day. I am trying to think of you less, but resistance is futile. Thoughts of you dance within my mind each day. I will keep this letter simple. I love you. I miss you. Happy birthday. Love, Mama. 18 months earlier, August 16th, 2012. Okay, I have gone through a half a dozen pregnancy tests, and every thin blue line tells me that you are due just after Easter. I suspected that something was different after we got home from vacation. After 10 days of breathing in pristine Pacific Northwest air, I felt calm and tranquil flying home. Then at 32,000 feet in the air, William started to feel nauseous. 24 hours after the plane touched down, everyone in our house was throwing up and lying on a couch. Now many days have passed, and I am the only one still feeling ill. I decided to take a pregnancy test to see if there's another reason I feel so miserable. Minutes after tearing the package open and peeing on the test strip, 2 lines came back, strong and blue. Being the overanalyzer that I am, I went out and bought more tests. I needed affirmation that the first test wasn't a fluke. Each test was identical to the first, positive blue lines. I feel like my heart might explode with happiness. When I showed the test to Daddy, we danced and laughed, and together we are already anticipating the joy of holding you, loving you, guiding you. Closing my eyes, I can already imagine the softness of your body as I hold you and rock you with the windows open, listening for the gentle winds and the chirping of baby birds. I feel your warm weight in my arms, the smell of your clean hair infusing the air around us with the smell of baby shampoo. Your small body rising and falling with even breaths. While I wait for you, I'm going to start writing letters to you. Letters to teach you about life. Wisdom written down so that it is always there for you. The countdown is on. 35 weeks until we meet. Love, your Mama. August 25th, 2012. Dear E, this, I have decided, is how I want to address my letters to you. The thrill I feel at the thought of being pregnant and meeting you makes me feel sheer excitement. Therefore, from here on out, I am calling you E. I'm not someone who journals daily, but I love the thought of writing letters to you before you are born. Someday, decades from now, I will be gone, but hopefully, from these pages, you will hear my voice and continue to feel my love for you. I don't have a plan for my letters to you. I know that I want to tell you about things that are important to me, life lessons you can read and learn from again and again. Today, I'm going to tell you about one of my deepest loves, the sun. The sun. Of all the sensations I can count, my absolute favorite is the feeling of absorbing warmth from the sun. You are currently hanging out in a cozy near 100 degrees, so I know that being warm will not be new. But being warm from the sun is superior to every other form of warmth. My earliest memories of sun worship are clear in my mind. My cousin Sherry would come over to babysit for Christina and me. To me, Sherry was amazing. She had great clothes, soft, bouncy hair, and an amazing tan. If she came over in the summer to watch us, she would bring her tanning supplies. These were exotic accoutrements that my mom did not own. Sherry would bring big sunglasses, baby oil, and every once in a while, Hawaiian Tropic tanning oil. To this day, the smell of Hawaiian Tropic tanning oil makes me feel hopeful, and come March of every year, it replaces my all-natural, chemical-free lotion as my moisturizer of choice. Not because it's warm in Michigan, but because I need to believe that it eventually will be warm again. Hawaiian Tropic is a hopeful smell to me. Sherry would lay out her towel on our deck parallel with the direction of the sun and roll her clothes up so far that they formed a shell around her underwear and bra. Then she would oil up. The rule was that once she laid down, you could not stand in her sun when you talked to her. She would periodically move her towel to follow the sun. I would lay next to her with small squirts of her oil rubbed into my legs, feeling glamorous and mature. One day when she packed up and left, she left her bottle of tanning oil on the deck. I started slowly sneaking smidgens of oil on my arms and legs when I went outside to play. Before long, I was spraying down from neck to feet and laying on the plastic slide of my kiddie pool, moving the pool with the sun, yelling at my sister when her shadow slid across my body. There my addiction to the sun was born, on a kiddie pool slide with pilfered tanning oil. Even now, as an adult that knows better, I love to lay in the sun with my hair spread around my head, arms down, and my eyes closed like a solar panel soaking in the rays of the sun. I can stay like this for hours, feeling the sun melt away my worries, replacing worries with warmth. I sometimes wonder if I lived in ancient Egypt long ago and worshipped the sun, because being in the sun is holy and reverent for me. I feel closer to God in the sun than anywhere else. Maybe this sounds like nonsense. That's okay. Maybe the sun is like air, an experience that defies words and logic. Sometimes in the dead of winter, as the snow flies and wind bites, I will check the weather for all of the drivable cities from our house to see if they are forecasted to have more sun than us. It makes me feel less cagey and desperate. If I can find just pockets of the sun in an 8-hour radius from home, the world feels more hopeful and kind. I know that Grammy and Grandpa worry about my sun craziness. They bring up things they read online, show me magazine articles, and try to logic me out of soaking in every ray of sunshine possible. The thing is that I know they're right. I should cover up, wear sunscreen, avoid pink sun times. I try, but the sun is truly my drug of choice, my one vice. As much as I yearn for warmth and the sun, there is one rule of Grammy's that I follow and have promised to never break. I will not use tanning salons or tanning beds. When I was in high school, Grammy's sister Kate was diagnosed with breast cancer. Grammy taught us to live a healthy life, but after Kate's diagnosis, she became adamant about avoiding things that lead to cancer. Given my addiction to warmth, she envisioned that once I had disposable income, I would live at the tanning salon. So she made me promise that I would never, ever go to a tanning salon. Here's the thing about promises to your mom. you have to keep them. I'm not just saying that because I want you to do what I request, although I really do. You wouldn't believe how much a parent worries. When you make a promise to your mom, it is sacred. There is a part of your soul that will be uneasy and looking for immediate absolution should you break your promise. Maybe it isn't like that for other children and mothers, but it is for me, and I hope that I will earn your trust enough that it is for you too. Grammy, my mom, has offered me advice, shared her perspective, helped me discern what would be best for me, but she has asked for very few promises. I know that she doesn't want to control my life. I also believe that she is one of the wisest people I have ever known. Therefore, the promises between she and I are sacrosanct. Hence, no tanning salons ever. When I recognize something that I love, I wonder, will you love it too? What sensations will the sun arouse and circulate within you? Will you be addicted too? I constantly wonder what you will be like. I wonder, will you love spicy food, coffee, skiing? Will that be your vice, dear one? Only time will tell. Maybe your vice will be the sun too. Soon, 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 we will know. We are counting down. We cannot wait to hold you and discover all of your favorites, your vices. Keep growing, sweet one. We are getting ready for you. Get ready for us. Love, Mama.